Alright, so I figured I'd make a quick little video over some of the first things that I learned here in Unity tile mapping. That would be isometric tile mapping. You'll see how this is just a two-dimensional set of assets, set of little pictures. So it's all set up with just a whole bunch of little 2D pictures. So it's a forced three-dimensional perspective. I have this asset pack. It's hard to find anymore. I do have a download link here for the asset pack that I've picked up. So I've added that into a Unity game. So I've learned to take the tile palette here. Let me show this. So we've got just the different tiles here for the different isometric objects that'll be in a scene. So you'll see here that they're just simple two-dimensional images that we're going to lay over the top of each other here in a perspective that's going to it's going to force a three-dimensional type feel to it. There's some coding that goes into this and some just some imagery illusion aspects. So let's get into this here. I've got the little witch character here. It's not my witch character. It is an asset that I've gotten from the Unity store. It's part of the asset pack that I downloaded with the 2D asset pack here, but I was just pretty much going over the idea on the 2D isometric tile mapping process. So I've gotten a little scene here thrown together. This wasn't thrown together yet. It's just very simple, but what I was really working on was the colliders. The colliders are really the more difficult item to learn, I believe. So you'll see here if I enable the view of the colliders, you'll see that these are the objects that are programmed over the top of the scene imagery that will be colliding with the actual character, the player character. So the player character does have a collider on it as well here. So you'll see that it has the collider. I think it's a circle collider. Yeah, see, just a little green circle here is the collider on it. So we'll back out here again, and so you'll see here that I was just looking for a basic setup to instruct me on getting the collider set up in place. So we'll shut those off here again so we can see the environment. So just adding a couple additional tile maps here. So we'll take a tile out of the tile map selection. So let's move up here. We're going to put another little collision. Actually, let's see. I am selected on. I don't know where I just put that. Let's undo that. All right, so now it's not there. So we're going to go over here and we're going to select the tile map ground base. Okay, so here I'll show you what the difference is here before we get started. So right here we're going to scroll in so we can kind of see everything. So if we turn off or click the eyeball object, though, so let me introduce. This is Unity. So this is the little object icon that will turn on and off the visibility of objects. So let's just go here and turn off some of the. Oh, look, we're missing some ground pieces. But we're turning on and off the visibility of some of these objects so you can see how we've layered the different objects. So right here, we're going to go back to the ground base level. So here we go. So we're going to take, let's see, I believe that we're going to put this on detail, right? Yeah, the first level is going to go on ground detail. So we'll go ahead and set up a corner. This is going to be our corner piece. Let's get the center piece. So we're going to make a couple we'll make a little plateau here. Not a plateau. Well, it'll be a plateau. Little mesa. Just a little flat land area here. We'll make it a couple tiles wide. Add another corner piece. And then this is just a backfill piece here. Oh, undo that. All right, now we're going to grab the other corner. So you'll see here, let me drag this palette back over here. So I'm just grabbing these pieces here as they're as I go around this. So I'm going to drag this back out of the way. So now I've got the straight piece here, and then one more corner piece, and we're good. All right, so now we can pretty much fill this up with anything here with the same height, the same green. There we go. I got to figure out how. There we go. All right. So we've got that. Now we can scroll in here. Okay, so that's the base. Now, actually, that looks horrible. Why does that look horrible? Let's fill it in with this. That's what it is. No? Oh, no, no, no. Undo that. Undo that. Okay. So there we go. Get rid of that little grass look piece. Well, it's not doing that work. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. Now, this one doesn't quite connect there. What is, give me just a second. There we go. That's it. Okay. So now I've got this little plateau built. Now let's put a collider on it so nobody can actually get up here. We're not going to allow anybody up here. So we're going to take a collider, and we're going to you take the exact same pieces. So you just take and build the collider out of the same shape. So you'll see here that it has the sprite. This individual sprite has been carved out. So this little corner here. So you'll see that it's going to have the 3D shape. It's implied. It's not really a three-dimensional game. It's just two-dimensional, but we'll imply with a shaped or shapely sprite, a three-dimensional illusion. So we're going to take this, and as a collider, let me see here. I think I have to. Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. So you'll see here that active tile map is on the collider. So as you go to different levels, you'll see that the tile map selection changes there. And then I believe, oh, I'm missing it. There has to be. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Just that layer is told to be a collider map. So let's turn this back on so we can see it. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere so we can actually see it. Okay, so I've taken that corner. You'll see the curved aspect of it. So I'm going to place that one there. And we're going to get the remainder here. Okay, and then the corner. Here. All right, we're getting really close to pushing that play button. I want to show you kind of what it looks like, but give you a little feel for what I've started out with and what I've learned so far. It's a good start, I believe. I'm still getting the hang of a few things, getting the idea of an isometric tile map type of idea. I'm gonna undo a couple here because I don't need to make colliders in the center. Okay, so at this point, there's nobody going to be able to get on top of this, so it's just going to be an additional item added that's going to be rendered and calculated. That currently, if nothing can get up there, nothing can fall into it, nothing can get up there. So I'm just going to leave it empty for now, so I'm not adding additional elements to the environment. So now we're gonna go ahead and scroll out, so I can show you now. So we'll go ahead and I'd like to get rid of the colliders so that I hide them, so I can see the area. I believe I've got some trees somewhere too, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. So all right, here we go. With no further ado, let Let me set this gain to maximize on play. Is it set? I can't see it. I think that's set. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Wait, did that maximize? Yes, it did. Okay, good. So you'll see here that as I run up to the side of the plateau here, I can't get in until I go up the ramp. So the colliders, those are the objects that are going to be able to make it look as though this is actually a three-dimensional type environment when it's just really a bunch of two-dimensional pictures. So I've also created over here, you'll see this is a laboratory start to a laboratory walls. I actually built these. These are actually tile map icon or sprites that I built myself for a laboratory. So I just kind of threw it in here while I had this two-dimensional isometric map built out. I want to go test my new mesa over here. So yeah, it should be pretty good looking. I can't run into it. Now, there's certain things like this here. It's you can see that I'm stopping, and that's a little too far away. I'll have to figure out. See, I'm not actually colliding with anything. I'll have to figure something out, like something like that. But little things. That's why I'm in school now, to try and get some of that ironed out. So that's pretty much the first review for this, what I've already started on my isometric tile map studies.